The big idea of the book of Ecclesiastes is that life apart from God is empty. In fact, all throughout the book of Ecclesiastes, the author, who calls himself the preacher, we know that the author is Solomon, but the author repeatedly says, vanity of vanities, all is vanity. In other words, life is short, it's brief, it's fleeting. And if you spend your life pursuing things outside of God's will and outside of God himself, the ultimate end of your life will be meaningless. The book of Ecclesiastes actually addresses a number of difficult topics, the sort of hardest things of life. The way in which it's written as part of Hebrew poetry causes the reader to stop and reflect on the difficulties and challenges of living in a world that is east of Eden, affected by the fall and the curse, living under the sun. And as Solomon himself applies his wisdom to all of life, he argues, and Solomon's writing this as an old man looking back, he argues that the pursuit of pleasure, the pursuit of wisdom, the pursuit of work and labor, all of those things ultimately are meaningless unless God is at the center of them, unless he is the focus in which one is living life. Life apart from God is empty. Solomon, of course, learned that lesson the hard way. Solomon knew from very early on that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. He says that in Proverbs 1:7. And yet, according to 1 Kings 11, Solomon himself derailed. And so now at the end of his life, really a work of repentance, he says to those who are coming after him, life is short, life is brief. Make sure your life counts by focusing your life on honoring and serving the Lord. This is why at the end of Ecclesiastes, in chapter 11, he tells those young people to rejoice in the days of your youth, but remember that God is going to bring all things to judgment, to remember your Creator in the days of your youth, he says. And then at the end of chapter 12, he sums it all up in verses 13 and 14. The end of the matter is this: fear God and keep his commandments. So it's the fear of the Lord that's the key to living a life that matters and that has meaning, even in light of the fact that life is fleeting. Your congregation is going to love thinking about life in a way that really matters, and you're going to have the joy of pointing them each week to the source and substance of life, namely God himself.